What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Smash JT. I've recorded this a couple of times and I keep losing my mind. I'm yelling too much and I need to stop yelling so much. But sometimes there's a topic that just really gets to you. It irks you to a point of no end. And I'm trying to reel myself in just to get this into a video in a way that makes sense, that doesn't make me come off like a jackass, but I know the second I hit record, I already fail at that anyways, but I'm gonna do this regardless. Sony just pulled the most insane move that I have seen Sony pull in a very long time. I'm racking my brain and it's been a hot minute. Yes, I'm sure there have been things before, but this right here, this message that I'm putting on the screen right here, I saw this on social media circulating yesterday, and when I first saw it, I'm like, there's no way that's real. That's gotta be Photoshop. That's gotta be someone trying to get some sort of attention on. So there's no way Sony would write those words and put them together. There's no way that they'd post this on PlayStation.com. And I check it, I research it, I'm like, oh my god, this is real. Sony is straight up stealing. This is theft in every sense of the word. You purchased an item digitally from the PlayStation Store, from the Discovery Channel, to watch these videos of these shows. And initially I was like, Discovery, who watches that? And I actually started scrolling through the shows and I was like, holy crap, there's actually a crap ton of shows here. Some of them are very good shows, very popular shows. Mythbusters, My 600-Pound Life, just come to mind as a few. There's some big shows here that plenty of people would have purchased because they like these and wanted to keep them forever in their digital library. Regardless of the details of that, Sony is straight up taking this content out of your digital library and not compensating you, the customer. This should be illegal. Smash JT. Hit the subscribe, give me a like, and check out SmashJT.com for my full article breaking down the intricacies of this catastrophe, this mess, this insanity that we find ourselves in the new age digital era. Yes, a digital purchase that you made is not yours. And sure, it might be on page 17 of some EULA that nobody ever reads, that you don't technically own these things, and everyone kind of assumes that. Yeah, we get it. But this here is tangible evidence of a company using that and taking an item from you without compensating you in return. This is the equivalent of, I'm trying to think, like Sony breaking into your house and taking a DVD off your shelf or a Blu-ray disc and just leaving. That's what they're doing right now. You purchase something from Discovery, and because some licensing issues in the back end with Warner Brothers and HBO Max turning into just Max instead of HBO Max, which, side note, the dumbest marketing move you could ever make, but whatever, I'm not even going to get into that part here because that's a whole nother can of worms. But now, because of these back-end things that are moving around the corporate structure and what goes where, they decided ultimately that the licensing issue with Warner Brothers and Discovery is a problem now, and even though it was once available on the PlayStation Store for purchase, that you use cash for to purchase these things, they're not just simply removing it from the store and saying, oh, our license expired, you can't buy this anymore. That happens way more often than it should, and that's a whole nother topic for another day, but that's not even the worst part of this. They are now also, in addition to removing it from the store and you can't purchase it anymore, they're now diving into people's catalogs of digital ownership that you purchased and you own, and they are taking it away and saying, too bad, so sad, see page 17 of the EULA, where you signed on that dotted line digitally that you agreed that if we decide to take this away for whatever direction the wind blows on this random Saturday in December, you can't get this item anymore. That's on you, the customer, according to Sony, if you are to believe this. Let's do that. I can't even do this. Dear PlayStation customer, as of December 31st, 2023, due to our content licensing arrangements with content providers, you will no longer be able to watch any of your previously purchased Discovery content. They use the words previously purchased. Like, they are admitting straight up that they are stealing from you. God, I gotta stop yelling so much. This is insanity to me, though. Everyone in the world needs to be drawing attention to this. Like, this is a huge deal. This is like the first domino to fall in the digital destruction wasteland that is about to happen. This is why physical media matters. This is why I care about owning physical items. And when I buy stuff, I don't want a code on a disc. I want the game to play. But anyway, I digress. Let's go back to this. You will no longer be able to watch any of your previously purchased Discovery content, and the content will be removed from your library. We will break into your house, steal your Blu-ray off your wall, and leave, and not so much as even kick you in the nuts to say thank you. That is what they're doing right now. And then it says, click here for a full list of affected titles that will no longer be supported. And you go through this list and oh my God, it is a lot of stuff. And here's the biggest issue with it is a lot of these shows are kind of perfectly fit for the digestible ones. Like, you want to pick up and purchase it and play it on a PlayStation. You don't buy a DVD box set of Honey Boo Boo, or you don't buy a DVD box set of Mythbusters, but if you want to buy a season digitally to watch it, that's what you would do. It would make the most sense for this. And because of something in the back end that has nothing at all to do with you, Sony is using the EULA that you have to agree to their advantage to steal from you legally. And that should not be allowed. That has to be outlawed. Like, I don't know how this kind of stuff even flies. Maybe it's because technology has far surpassed what Congress is able to keep up with. But at this point, this is Exhibit A for this should not be allowed. This is like the most anti-consumer move you can make. And like I said on the outset of this video, this is basically telling your customers, don't ever buy a digital item from us again. Go steal it from Pirate Bay, go BitTorrent this crap, get it from anywhere else, and while you're at it, you might as well do that with your video games. Don't support the publishers, don't support the industry, don't support anything, just steal everything, because the people that try to do it the right way, the honest way, are the ones that end up getting screwed in the end, and that ain't right. Holy crap, I'm so pissed about this. I can't even believe it's real. Like I said, I saw this yesterday, and I'm like, ha, that's crazy. That should be illegal. And I was like half joking when I wrote it, because I'm like, I didn't have time to like research. I was doing other stuff in my life. And then I had time to like look at it, and I was like, whoa, this is real. Like, what? What are they really? I was like, it's like a long-term double take where you're like, huh, what? Like, that's what this is. So for those of you that did purchase this stuff, and I'm sure it's not a crazy amount of people, but I'm sure there's a good amount of people out there that purchased Mythbusters and Discovery Channel content. There's a lot of decent shows and kind of ridiculous shows, but there's a lot of popular shows that people watch. Those shows that you legally purchased with your own money, your hard-earned money that you pay taxes on, by the way, is going away on December 31st, 2023. They will be going into your digital library, removing your license, and not allowing you to watch your own purchased content. And it would be one thing if they were like, sorry, bro, but you know what we're going to do? We're going to give you your money back for whatever you've purchased, which would be the right thing to do. That would be the legal thing to do. That would be the ethical thing to do. To understand that we get it. There's things in the background that happen, and the digital landscape is clearly different than physical. We understand all that. But you know what you could do? Compensate the customer, even if it's in store credit. Like, give them something to get their money back for what they purchased with their own hard-earned money. The fact that Sony thinks they can do this and get away with it is funny to me, because I can guarantee you if enough pressure gets put on them, they're gonna apologize, and then they're gonna compensate every single damn person that they owe something to. So keep up the pressure, keep coming at them. This isn't right. It sets a very, very dangerous precedent for the entire video game industry, nay, the entire digital entertainment landscape on the whole. This is absolute bonker insanity to the extreme. And no, I don't think I'm being outrageous when I'm like, it's nuts. It shouldn't be allowed. It should be illegal. And I need to go have a glass of wine because this is too much for me. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, you stay smashing.